Hi, I'm Lashon and welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here and you want to be inspired on a daily basis, then this is the perfect place for you. Start now by subscribing and clicking the bell. Hello. It's me, Lashon, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to make some wraps, and we're going to start off by showing you the ingredients. Okay, I like the very big ones. These are the big flour tortillas. And this is some shredded lettuce. And then I like the 4 cheese, the Mexican 4 cheese. They're good with tacos, fajitas, and wraps. Well, for me, I like them. And these are my 2 chicken strips that we're going to use to create this. Okay. So, let me get the cutting board and the knife and we'll get started. Okay, so the handy dandy cutting board, Splat out. First, we're going to cut up the chicken strips, and you can't see that, can you? How are we gonna do? I'm trying my best. You know, I don't have the equipment, so we'll move this here so you can see me. Turn this way, no counter space, and we cut up the chicken strips. These are breaded. That's all I have right now, but usually I don't do the breaded, but they're cold, so most of that bread will fall off. So, whew, tough job. Tough job making the wraps. When I worked at the hospital, I used to get wraps for lunch. They had the spinach wrap bread. OMG. Absolutely my favorite. But I like to cut these into, that's the round, and then cut them again into little strips so that you can have pieces of chicken in every bite of your wrap. It's really totally up to you. I love wraps. I love lettuce. Not a big fan of cheese though, but they just don't taste the same without the cheese. Maybe I can find a substitute one day, but I'm not really looking for one, okay? The problem is everybody's trying to lose weight. They cutting down on everything, and I will substitute in a minute. I like to grow and learn, but when it starts to affect the taste of food, look, I got different problems. Esophagus problems, thyroid problems, whatever. One day I'm not going to be able to eat this good stuff. One day I'm not going to be able to swallow on my own. I just know from the problems that I have and the ailments that I have, which I don't really want to get into. But the point is, as long as I can chew my own food and I can savor the flavor, I am going to eat with flavor, seasoning, flavor and seasoning. That is it, flavor and seasoning. That's a good way to put it. Cut these into little pieces, put them in a bowl. And actually, this might be enough for 2 wraps. I don't know. Depends. I got the big bread though, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. But anyway, my motto is you should be able to enjoy the flavor of food. And if you're so intent on losing weight or whatever the situation is, let me tell you, when I moved to North Carolina, I had Elijah. He wasn't even a year old when I moved to North Carolina. And I did low impact aerobics. I couldn't run anymore. My knee went out. So I started doing low impact aerobics. I think it was 3 times a week. I know I started out at 2. I went up to 3 and I went back down to 2 because I also was working, and I also was in EMT school back in the day. Yes, I was. I'm always doing something. But anyway, I baked my chicken, everything baked. And it was starting to get boring, so I started looking for recipes. And I found a whole bunch of different recipes for baked chicken. And so when I make chicken, when I get this type of chicken, I can make 2-3 meals out of it. I used to eat it one day just to bake chicken with a meal, maybe rice and a vegetable or something. And then maybe the next day I would make a chicken salad, which I love. And I would throw them raisins in there. But I also ran across this recipe one time where they used apples, raisins, and chicken and lettuce and made a salad. Well, they used cheese and stuff, but I'm not a big cheese fan. I'll eliminate the cheese in every recipe if I could. But if it, yeah, see, I told you all of that skin was gonna come off, so it doesn't really matter if it has skin or not. I always take it off. But anyway, so the recipe was, I don't even remember the name of it. It's a chicken salad, but you just make the chicken, cut the chicken up, cut the apples up, put the raisins in there, put the lettuce in there, put the carrots in there, and then the cheese. But I kept out the cheese. I kept the cheese out of mine. But, you know, I like that recipe. And then I started switching up. It was only me and Laja. And he was a baby. He wasn't really eating a lot of solid stuff. My grandmother was living in North Carolina, and I'd rather go to her house to eat anyway. Okay. Because my grandmother made homemade biscuits, and she cooked every single day. Because, let me see, how many of our grandkids? Poochie was there, and Ernest Jr. Cheryl only had 2 kids at the time, so she had her daughter living with her, and she had 2 of her grandkids living with her, and me and Elijah lived around the corner. So she would cook all the time. OMG, just thinking about it. That is what I'm talking about. So you have to cut this up, which is taking the most time. Okay, so we get, next we get the bread, the wrap bread. We get 1 or 2, whichever way you do it. You get it? And then if you want to heat it up, that's really up to you. This is the chicken, and we'll put some of that on here. And we're going to put all of this on here. It's not much. And you want to spread that so that this is the big bread. This for the big. Then we want to put some cheese on there, however much that you decide you want. And then the handy dandy lettuce, which obviously is everything. And then you put lettuce on there. And that's really all to it. And as you can see that? Then it's the handy dandy wrap. And there we go. That is the finished product, and that is our wrap. Doesn't, you hold it together. You can use, depends on if you heat it up a little bit, it folds better. That's delicious. So we have our wrap. It took 5 minutes to make. Leftovers. Thank you so much. Oh, it all fell apart. Thank you so much for joining me today. And if you're new here, please take a moment to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's hard to breathe when you're cooking and eating. Let's get one more bite. That is really good. Now, you can put a little sauce on there. Teriyaki, mayonnaise, Miracle Whip, mustard, whatever you use. And it'll put another pop into it, okay? So, thank you so much for joining me. I'm glad you decided to join me today. And, you know, I know you're busy. Everybody's busy. But we're trying to keep ourselves busy, keep our minds busy, and do things that we enjoy. Okay? So thank you for watching again today. Bye-bye. Thank you guys for watching today. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Take a minute to leave a comment. I look forward to talking to you soon.